All right, so are you ready for another deep dive? I'm so excited for this one.
Always ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What's on the docket today?
Okay, so today we're headed to Petra, the ancient city in Jordan.
Ah, Petra. Carved right into those sandstone cliffs. Amazing
Yeah,
place.
and we've got some excerpts here that talk about the spooky side of Petra. Some of those stories that make you wonder if maybe the past isn't as buried as we think.
Right, right. Always love a good ghost story,
Yeah,
especially when you've got a place as old and as, visually striking as Petra. It really sets the stage.
totally. Okay, so before we get into the ghost stories, I just got to say Petra is mind-blowing, even without the spooky stuff. Like
Mm.
just picturing an entire city carved into cliffs is incredible.
It really is. And it wasn't just like some, haphazard thing. The Nabateans, the people who created Petra, they were around in the 6th century BC,
Uh-huh.
and they were really sophisticated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had this incredible mastery of water management in the desert. They were these amazing traders who controlled these key incense routes. And they were incredible artists. They literally carved their lives and beliefs into the stone.
See, that's what gets me.
Hmm.
Like, what drove them to create something so,
Yeah,
extraordinary? I mean, beyond just survival,
right.
right? Like, what can we learn from them?
Well, I mean, practicality definitely played a role. The cliffs, provided natural protection
Yeah.
from invaders, from the elements. But they went way beyond that. They developed these super complex systems to collect rainwater, to channel it.
Yeah.
That's how they thrived in the desert.
So they were not just surviving, they were like innovating.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got this incredible city, this mastery over nature, but then our source mentioned something about the spirits of its Nabatean creators.
Ooh, get into the good part.
Right. So what's the story there? Did the Nabateans have certain beliefs about the afterlife that might explain these like ghostly whispers?
It's really fascinating. They did have very elaborate burial rituals, and they believed in a continued existence after death. And their tombs, often decorated with these really intricate carvings that depicted scenes of the afterlife.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not a stretch to imagine how those beliefs combined with, just the atmosphere of Petra at night. It could lead to some spooky stories.
Oh, absolutely. Just imagine that, the wind whistling through the shadows from those like incredible facades. It's like the perfect setting for a ghost story.
It really is.
So are there any like specific ghost stories from Petra that are like well known, like that
Yeah.
people tell?
Well, there's one that's pretty popular. It revolves around the treasury. You know Petra's most iconic monument?
Of course, yeah.
So some people whisper that there's a pharaoh's treasure hidden inside, guarded by a spirit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they say the spirit appears as a flickering light, and it leads treasure hunters astray.
Oh wow, that's creepy.
Right. Who knows if it's true or just a story? But it definitely adds another layer to exploring Petra. Like, can you imagine standing there in front of the treasury, knowing the weight of all that history and all those whispers and legends? And you're under the desert night sky.
Chills.
Chills.
It's amazing how all of that can be tied together.
Yeah.
The history, the architecture, and then the supernatural. It really makes you want to dig deeper into the Nabatean culture,
Yeah.
their beliefs. Like, if their tombs and their art reflect their view of the afterlife, what else can we learn about how they saw the world?
That's exactly it. That's what makes Petra so much more than just some pretty ruins. It's like a gateway into understanding this lost civilization, a civilization that thrived in a really difficult environment,
Yeah.
but also left behind this incredible legacy of art,
Mhm.
of innovation, and of mystery.
Well, this has been quite a deep dive. Petra really is a place where it seems like every stone has a story, both in the historical sense and, maybe in the supernatural sense as well.
Right. So here's something to think about. What if those whispers of spirits, what if those are really just echoes of the Nabateans? Echoes of their ingenuity and their resilience and their deep connection to the land. What can we learn from them? Not just about the past, but about our own relationship with the world around us. Maybe the real treasure of Petra is in figuring that out.
Ooh, I like that. That's good. I'm going to be thinking about that one.
Me too.
Until next time.
See you, Ben.